Dzień dobry. To be honest, that's one of the words which I know in Polish, but not too much at the moment, but I will do my best to learn it, I promise. So sorry, but today I just can speak in English. And my first question is that I'm not sure if you like apple pie, because I love it. I really love it. I love it like crazy. And do you know what do you need for a good apple pie? You need the best ingredients. Of course, you need a good recipe, especially from the grandmother's kitchen, probably. And you need to understand that how to bake it. And if you know all of these stuff, then after that you can prepare the best apple pie. And to be honest, if I want to eat next apple pie 1 week later, then I just have to do this process again with the same inputs, with the same process, and then hopefully the outcome will be the same. I know it's quite hard at this point just to realize this before the lunch, because I'm pretty sure that everybody wants to eat something now. But let's realize this out a minute and just let me give you an example about what happened to me yesterday. Because when I entered to my hotel room, it was a quite long day. We had a couple meetings here, and after that I just wanted to get a shower, because you know how it works. So I just stepped into the shower and I just wanted to open the tap. So what I did, first of all, I just stepped in, but before that I checked the water temperature. Okay, so if you check the water temperature, what do you have? You have a feedback, okay? So you want to change the tap. Oh, it's a bit cold, so change it a little, and then it's gonna be a bit warmer. And then you can be sure that now this is the right temperature which I need. So what did I do then? I was sure that I know what I want to achieve, but I don't know the process itself. I have to have feedbacks, a lot of feedbacks, to be sure. And that's how software development works. Software development is not like the apple pie, it's like the shower. Because we need the feedback, we need to understand that what we're going to achieve. Of course we need to have the vision, but we have to know how to achieve it. So what's happening? So basically when we have let's say a project starting, then we have a point at the very beginning when we just trying to understand that where we want to achieve. We have a goal, let's say that the goal is here. So what we do in a classic waterfall project, we have a first step when we try to talk about the specification, we have a lot of interviews, we go to the client, understanding what's happening. But then after that, we have a documentation, specification, long document with a lot of information, and based on that, we start to develop the software. Maybe we have a couple releases, but after that, we have it here. And what's happening? Then coming the testing period. Everybody start to test the software, and they just started to understand that the goal is not here, the goal is somewhere here. And it turned out that basically 29% of the waterfall projects is a total failure. And only 14 is 100% successful. In Agile, this number was 42 was successful and only 9 was a failure. This is a big difference. But when we talk about success, we have to understand what does it mean for us. I mean, for the procurement, probably success means that we find out the cheapest one, is also the best one. But for the business, it's about the value. It's about what we're gonna have at the end. How valuable is it for us? And basically when we talk about that, and when I think about that, there are two major things which we need to understand. One is that what could be in our mind? Probably one is that we would like to be as flexible as possible. So we want the supplier to be as flexible as possible. And also, on another hand, it's also important to mitigate the risk. So to lower the risk. And the reason why we started to work with LifeRay, I don't know how many of you have ever heard about LifeRay. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, a couple of people. LifeRay is a digital experience platform. It's a software which on top of you can build your whole customer journey from starting from the mobile, understanding what the people are doing on your website, intranet, self-care portal, whatever, everything what is around the web, and understand that what's going on. And how we can mitigate this risk? We can mitigate the risk with having a solution which has a lot of built-in functions and can run on several IT environment. And basically that's why we started to work with Liferay in 2009 and become the platinum partner of Liferay. And nowadays we have an office here in Poland and trying to help in this software for our customers. But basically, when we talk about this, and we have a lot of conversation with IT managers, and what I always get that, okay, but Agile, we don't have really, you know, what's the price at the end, what's the deadline? Of course, Agile is possible with having a budget and having a roadmap. It's possible. It can happen. It's not a problem. Just we have to understand when we start talking about Agile that we have to have a clear vision in our mind. We have to talk about our problems, our pain, not about the requirements like functions. So if it was good because I came with plane here, but if I come with a car and somebody should tell me, hey Peter, you should come with a car with a tempomat inside. Okay, good idea. But what if my goal is to come here in the most convenient way? What? And somebody tell me, I'm sorry Peter, we do not really have a tempomat in our cars because we only have self-driving cars, we're Tesla. Then I would say no thanks, I don't like it. Because I was started to talk about what I need, what is my problem, what is my vision, and I was not talking about that what's my requirement. I mean, it's better what's the function, what I need. So what I suggest for you all then, when we talk about a project, when we talk about Agile, it's very important to have a very, very clear vision. And the reason why Agile is much better than the classical way, because it keeps creativity. When you have feedbacks, when you let the team to work as they can, and they understand what's the main goal and what's the steps which we want to go, and we can talk about it weekly, we have a retrospective, we have feedback from the customer, we work together as a team, then the result could be much, much better at the end. And one more thing to add to that what we have seen, that all the projects where there was some small pilot at the beginning, you know, talking about, okay, let's see, like in the shower, how we can work these companies, how the things can work. It's probably a longer process, but end of the day, it will be much better if we know that what's the temperature which we would like to achieve and what's the temperature which we are feeling at that moment. I'm very happy to talk about all of these stuffs in the couple breaks which is coming. Also, we have consultants here. We have a lot of things to talk about, so we are very happy to invite you to our booth. We have it there, and also we have a nice T-shirt as a present for you. So if somebody hasn't picked it up yet, just visit us and we'll give it to you. And I wish you a great day. Thank you very much for having me here. It was a pleasure, and good appetite. Thank you.